Good morning, good morning, good morning. It always bothers me how it sits on a black screen for so long. Right, here we are. It is, but yeah, Thursday the 20th of Augustus. Yeah, this month's flown by, hasn't it? We are, as always, as it seems lately, on the hunt for our very, very lesser spotted friend, the Le Punisher. Cat's okay. We'll drop Cat some more food. Oh, what am I doing? Inventory tab. I'm forgetting my buttons tab. Yeah, there you go. No, we're fine for everything. So I do need to quite sort of, in terms of stoppage for stream, for this one, be quite punctual, because I have an appointment at 1:30. Well, I've got a phone call at 1:30. So I sort of need to be done by 20 past, really, at the latest. Let's just check now. We're not fully loaded. I need to change that button. What does caps lock doesn't do anything? I think maybe caps lock might be a bit better for that. Prepare insert caps lock. I think that's it, isn't it? Rail movement. There's, yeah, there you go. No. I've just got to make sure I don't accidentally open the inventory if I do that. But I'm sure nothing will go wrong. So yeah, had a food delivery turn up this morning. Finn was very intrigued by it. He's always very happy to see people. He's actually laying on the sofa at the moment, which is sort of just behind me, on a pillow. I ruined my helmet, bastard. Yeah, so whilst FinCam is on, he's sort of chilling on the other side of the room. He seems to also know when I'm playing Battlefield, because he doesn't like it, and he goes upstairs to his bed upstairs. Poor guy. To be honest, I don't blame him. I should probably do that myself when I think of playing Battlefield at the moment. Yeah, I did have a big shock last night. So he very seldomly, but he likes sort of sleeping under the duvet. And I don't think he's done it this year since he stayed at mine. He did it sort of a couple of times last year, but during the summer, and certainly at the moment, I haven't got an actual duvet. I'm just using the duvet cover, just the sheet on its own. It's far too hot. I do have sort of a spring autumn duvet, and I've got a winter one that's much thicker, because I like to sleep all year round with my bedroom window open. Have I gone back upstairs? I did. Obviously in the winter it gets very cold, so by having the nice big thick duvet, it obviously warms you up more. Anyway, so yeah, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I sort of woke up, and I sort of moved a bit, and I was like, oh, he's still under the duvet. So I sort of got it off him, and he was just laying there. And obviously it's dark, so I couldn't really see if he was breathing. And I was like, Finn? nothing. And I went, Finn, nothing. So I sort of picked his head up and sort of moved it about. And he still sort of wasn't moving. So I sort of quite, not violently, but sort of shook him. I was like, Finn. He just lifts his head up, looks at me, and lays back down again. Lays it back down. I was like, oh, you. He was just in a real deep sleep. But yeah, I was very worried. So I don't think I'm actually going to let him do that again. Yeah, it was just too worrying. I don't know, like, I suppose because he's old. I don't know what could have or would have happened, but yeah, it was a bit of a worry. He had some more of his ice cream turn up today. It's sort of proper doggy ice cream, so he's had some of the vanilla one this morning. He was very, very happy by that. Although I think he gave himself brain freeze because he sort of started eating. He tried it for a bit and then sort of took a few steps back and sort of started, like, his head sort of was spasming almost. That I just sort of imagined was from the cold. I don't think he sort of expected it to be cold. So that was quite funny. Yeah, he's just laying there. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I've got my it's called an EICR check. I don't really know what electricity something rent, I don't know, but basically because I rent my place, my house, every 5 years it has to be, the electrics have to be sort of inspected. So I've got that tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. So I think when they turn up, I'll take Finn out for his morning walk. I've got some tea and coffee and stuff, so I'll sort of offer to make one for him before I go. I've got some biscuits as well. I can leave them. I bought specifically for them. Like, I don't do hot drinks, so I bought some tea bags, Yorkshire Gold as well. In fact, Yorkshire tea, but they were actually Yorkshire Gold ones, which are their sort of the best ones. I bought, it's some fairly cheap coffee. The tea I'm more likely to drink. I like tea. I don't like coffee. So yeah, so hopefully tomorrow they'll have some. I mean, I've got some cream soda in the fridge, so if they want a cold drink, you know, they can sort of help themselves to that. And then that's pretty much it. Oh, and in the evening I have got the Arsenal match to watch, his first match of the season. Now, actually, what I'm thinking of doing is doing like a watch along. So obviously no one's going to be here and watch it, of course. But I suppose it will finally get my face back on the camera. I could put up it's a rather large white screen or black screen I've got, but I could set that up. I'm sure that will confuse the hell out of Finn as well. Just so I've got that sort of like backdrop, I could sort of white screen something onto it, and sort of watch the match. Like I say, no one's going to watch it. Like, there's all these other channels, and like, it's been so nice. I haven't thought of this twallop, a new word for the day, in like since the Premier League season ended. But what's his name? Key Thomas. I think that's his name. God, he's a fucking muppet. Yeah, I'm calling him out. Don't care. He is more obsessed with hating on Arsenal than supporting Liverpool. I very much couldn't give a damn about the 18 other teams. Ipswich I do, because it's my local team. But yeah, the other teams, I don't give a damn about them, how they're doing or anything. You know, that's not for me to be concerned about. My concern is how my team is doing, and as long as my team is winning, that's all that matters to me. Where the hell? Yeah, you know, like I say, that's the only thing to me that matters, how my team's doing. And then Sunday we have the Formula 1, so I might also do a sort of, you know, a watch along of that, because I can stick that on a monitor, on my monitor, watch it, and sort of, you know, engage with it. Though I have to, because I can't play the audio of it, obviously, through my stream. I should be, no, I should be able to work that out. I'm a fairly down on it audio guy. I mean, I suppose what I even can do, because I've got my 2 PCs, is I could actually watch it on my older PC and stream on my new one. Because I can still just sort of plug the headphones into my old one for the audio for that. Yeah, that's possibly what I could do. Because then I don't need to worry about sort of changing any setups or doing anything different. Yeah. It would be nice to be able to have like an API to have for the leaderboard. I think I've probably left it a bit too late to start thinking about stuff like this. Because what would also be nice, obviously, is for the stats for the football tomorrow night to have all them on the screen. We'll just use that one, get that out of the way. Yeah, plate's still fine. Right, let's put ammunition in there. Let's swap them over. Pop the bandage. No. Liquor cups in there. Oh dear. How much is 105? Oh, not much. Right, let's go again. I've actually got my stream deck next to me now. I always forget to move that, because I move my monitor forward, so I'm sort of closer to it for like FPSs and things. I think actually, I don't know. I'm contemplating whether to sleep to try and get like to between 2 and 4 a.m. But I don't know. I question. I still sort of question this. This stuff, whether it's like legit, just because, like the loot one, when I was looting after 8 p.m, it's not always actually been good. So yeah, I think they're all just, and it's fine to theory craft these things, you know, that's sort of the point of it. But I mean, does the RNG have a higher percentage of spawning better loot after 8 PM? I mean, who knows, really? You know, and the problem is, I'm one person, and really, ideally, it'd be nice to have, for testing something like this, a larger sample size, of course. Oh, I know what I haven't done. I haven't posted on the Discord that I'm live. Hold on. Right, I'm just going to pause this so I can... right, where is it? Road to Vostok. Wait. Oh, videos. Oh, it's not loading. There we go. Streams. Right. What day are we on? 59. Let's copy and paste there. Right. Day 50. Oh, I've got caps lock on. Day 59. Still looking for Punisher. Theory crafting. Looting times. Event spawning. Times. Also. Stream anniversary. I'd love people to stop by and say I am and would love to hear about your Vostok adventures as well. I need the siren. No, I can't spell. Is it under light? Yes. Let's delete my old one. And post my new one. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, so we posted on the Vostok sub as Discord. I've only posted it on the subreddit once because the post just got downvoted to literal hell. I don't know if it was the self-advertising. I don't know if it was the self-awareness of me posting that I don't like self-advertising, but I'm actually self-advertising. Who knows? Who knows at this point? So I'm sort of a bit more dubious about that one. Yeah, but it is what it is, you know. Haters are gonna hate. Pairs. Yeah, I don't really know what else I want or need. I suppose I need more 308 ammo from the gunsmith. What other gun? I need an MP7. I think that's caught a bit of your stream. Can I have your stream time to tune in? Let's chill about it. I'm doing. How do I... Oh, add. There we go. That's interesting. My alerts don't seem to be alerting. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that is a bot right there. Anyway. Which is why they've done the dots in Discord to try and circumnavigate if it was if Discord's a banned word. And it's just really weird. That's interesting though that oh, it does show the person's name there, yeah. Let's just have a look. Oh, the account was created 7 minutes ago. Ah, oh. Yeah, well, you can just get banned. It's clearly just a bot. Hopefully then it will get picked up by the Discord bot and sort of on other streams as well. It will then get flagged for just being spam and a bot. Oh, I'm dropping the helmet. I've got so much ammo. That's not meant to be a flex. That's I don't actually need this much ammo statement. Yeah, go on. Let's go see what Gunsmith's got. Let us go see our friend the Gunsmith. Loading school. Drop the helmet. There we go. Right, we're fully loaded. Yoink. I do like the shoot. Oh, the shoot gun. I already feel a bit more confident about using it already than I did before I started yesterday, so that's a good plus. So this game, not having played Tarkov, but from sort of other people, this game feels, from what I've heard, this game feels very Tarkov-y, like the PvP part of it. Obviously without co-op, and there's there are some slight differences to it, of course. So I wonder what the dev is going to do to make it sort of to stand out more. Would be interesting to see. Right. Sell that. No, actually, we were going to keep the inverters, weren't we, to do hot plates in different places. I think that might be why I've got them there, because I just need a battery. We can sell them. I know. I really want him to, at the end, just go... I just think that would be... I just think that would be very, very satisfying. Very, very ASMR. I don't know how well the shoot gun's gonna work on like a map like this, where it's a lot longer ranges. Obviously, like school, it's fine because a lot of that is a lot closer. Certainly when you're in the school. Same with highway for the most part, because you've got the large shop, the supermarché, and village. Yeah, I suppose most of that isn't, because I suppose there are so many houses. You can make it shorter distances. I mean, you can here, of course. There's sort of so much litter about on the playing field, and I mean that as in playing field. I mean where we can play the game, like the field of play, not another jet. Well, I suppose at least we got an event. Freeze, NYPD. Oh, they're too. Oh, of course they're not. Yeah. Oh, he hasn't got any 308 ammo. I don't need the 308 mags anymore. I've got enough of them. Yeah, let's see if we sell everything. Let's see how much we get. $10,000. Nice. Nice. Very nice. I mean, that's probably not really worth it. Actually, I think the EOTech's worth more. Yes, we'll swap those over. There you go.
Jahas. Kaikkien ruosteisten piippujen sankari on palannut.
Yeah, yes. Oh, how's Cat doing? 59. I keep forgetting about Cat. Silly kitty cat. God, that's so crazy. Like, Aston Villa are being totally gutted. Loads of Man City players are leaving. Now, I get why the Man City players are leaving. A lot of people think that they're leaving because we could get the outcome from their 100 odd charges. But the only thing really the Premier League can do is to give them a points deduction, like a 61. You know, I'm just using that as an example because they can't they can't relegate them, or they can't kick them out. I mean, I suppose they can kick them out the league. But they wouldn't do that. They would just do the points reduction, but to make it a really large one to make sure that they're relegated, essentially. Because a 60, they give them a 60 point, then they're going to need 90 points at least just to get to 30 points to be even remotely competitive to stay up. But they can't do anything more than that, because obviously the championship and then the EFL leagues, it's a different sort of governing body to the Premier League in terms of the rules for that. It's nothing to do with the FA. It's the league. It's the league's financial fair play rules. So, yeah, and the thing is, if they go down, I mean, chances are, well, it's one of two things would happen. Either the whole team would completely, or a lot of the team would leave and go, no. They'd probably still, I mean, you know, they'd have to then obviously buy new players and things, but they would probably just come straight back up because of how much money they've got. They can, you know, they can still buy decent players that would play in the championship for one season, or the players that are there stick by and go, no, we'll still be here. That's you know, one season. All right, we don't have Europe, but then we go straight back up the next season. So yeah, it's if that was to happen, that's obviously. But yeah, I honestly don't think anything's going to end up happening to them. You know, it's been so long since the court case. I just can't see anything happening.
Tää nykynuoriso on just tätä. Piiput
Even he
hiekasta ja
can't.
ihlat pilalla.
Even he agrees with me,
Ennen näistä vehkeistä osattiin sentään pitää huolta.
I think. Which is a shame. It's a shame, you know, it'd be nice. Have I? Yeah, it would just be nice for there to be an outcome, so you know, so everyone knows either way. It just does seem sort of very convenient that Pep's left and now, you know, a lot of their players are leaving. I mean, I heard.
Vittu helvettiläinen. Kato nyt tätä lukkoa. Ihan täynnä paskaa.
I heard some musing somewhere that said that you know, with all these players that are going, Haaland's got no reason to stay. I mean, he does. You know, he is easily, and it does pain me to say this really, but easily the best out-and-out goal scorer in the Premier League at the moment. You know, there aren't many people that even come close to touching him when he's at his best. But then it's, you know, what service will he then get? Because we know he walks around a lot. He's like Messi, you know, he walks around a lot.
Itseään en mitään asekeräilyä harrasta. Mutta kyllä mulla kotoa yksi näppärä revolverihaulikko löytyy.
Doesn't touch but well, okay, Messi touches the ball a lot because he can dribble a lot better. But Haaland's one of these players that sort of runs into space and things, and like through balls and things like that. And yeah, he hasn't got. I mean, I suppose he didn't have De Bruyne there last year. Oh, we've refreshed. Nothing. I mean, I'm tempted to buy the special crate. I mean, that takes up half my money, though. Nah, let's go back. We'll drop the stuff off and we'll just go back. Yeah. I mean, as a competitor to Man City, you know, I'd very much like to see Haaland gone. Oh, actually, let's just do that. You know, but as I said earlier, I'm more worried about my own team than that I care a lot about what others are doing. Although I do just find it funny how, like Chelsea, for instance, they can just chuck money after money after money after money at players. Nothing work. And they're not sort of close to these financial fair play rules. Yeah. Obviously, those rules have changed now quite significantly. But yeah, it's just always a weird one. I mean, Villa could probably at this point, from the sale of Rodgers, Watkins, the guy to us for 50 mil, they could probably just go out and buy anyone. They could just be like, yeah, let's just spend like 300 million on a striker kind of thing. They wouldn't do that, of course, but I mean, hell, they could go out and get Haaland. Again, I don't think Haaland wouldn't move to Villa. Oh, Jesus Christ, imagine living in bloody Aston Villa or Birmingham. Oof, it's bad enough visiting there. But yeah, so but need to worry about tomorrow night. Need to worry about getting the 3 points against Coventry. It's all that should concern us. And I'm pretty sure it is at home as well, which is nice. I'd like to hope we do get a chance to show off the Premier League title first before the match. We should do. Yeah, and I need to decide. So I've got the new home top. I did get Trossard on the back. I had a feeling he was probably going to go, but I got his name on the back before he left. Quite a long time before he left. Probably like a month or so at least. Don't regret it. Not 1 minute. Not one bit. But I need to think, like, if I do get... What the hell? The away top, which I really like. Am I going to get a name on that? Oh, yes, I was going to, and I was going to get, because I got with Trossard's one, I got the Premier League font, because I got the Gold Premier League badge. Just sucks that he'll never get to wear that gold badge. It'd be nice, like, he never really got a proper kind of farewell because of the World Cup. I'd very much like him at some point to sort of, don't know. I'm sort of living in a fantasy world, you know. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Trossard. I think he was a great player. He was an amazing signing for us, and people were far too harsh on him. I think, you know, all right, his output maybe wasn't as high as it could have been, but he did come in clutch many times for us. 8. That should be 8. Yeah, but I don't know who I'd get on the away top with the Arsenal font, the one like that we use in Champions League and the League Cup. And the FA Cup, maybe. I don't know. I think so. Because it's league font. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not a fan of Bruno. I just, yeah, I'm don't know. I suppose, yeah, he's good. Obviously, he's a good player. We wouldn't have signed him if he wasn't. But just how he was in matches against us and stuff, I just, yeah, that because of that. I suppose, though, why live in the past? You know, we've now got that on our side rather than against us. I suppose thinking about it, actually, Newcastle's another team that's sort of been fairly well gutted last season. Well, I suppose, and this season now, because they've lost Anthony Gordon to Barcelona. That was a signing and a half, because I really thought Rashford would end up going there on a permanent. But no, he's stuck back in Manchester, poor guy. I've thought as well, because I sort of saw some people on somewhere, I think it was on the subreddit, sort of say, you know, would Rashford be a good signing for Arsenal? I really don't know. Like, I just, even as a loan, which I don't think Man U would do. I don't know how Carrick feels sort of about Rashford, really. It just gives me nightmares and takes me back to Sterling a couple of seasons ago. You know, really, and I wanted him to do amazing, bag loads of goals, get loads of assists, and play well. To sort of proper stick it to Chelsea, but it was just a case of, it was a last minute, we need someone signing. And he just had such low confidence. I felt for the guy. I really did. You know, it's sort of being frozen out by your team, you know, getting a lifeline at another top club, you know, and you have your chance to sort of show, yeah, you've still got it, and nothing. I don't even know what's happened to Sterling nowadays. I don't even know where he's playing. Actually, do you know what? I am curious. Raheem Sterling. Oh, Feyenoord. Oh dear. He went to Holland. I didn't know that. I probably did, just didn't really think about it. But I mean, when you do look at what he has won at a club level, Where is it? Yeah, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4 Premier Leagues, 1 FA Cup, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 League Cups, Community Shield. He's Champions League runner-up. That's with Man City, and at Chelsea he was a League Cup runner-up. So yeah, he's won a lot, and he's an OBE. And he does quite a bit of charity work as well. From I think he's even sort of set his own one up. So you know he has won a lot at Man City, and it wasn't a case of he was a bench warmer during those periods. But he just it just didn't work out for him, obviously, at Chelsea, and it just proper knocked his confidence. And I suppose it would be nice in a not such a highly competitive league as the Premier League in Holland and Netherlands. And it's not to discredit the Dutch, very much like the Netherlands. I don't think many people would argue the fact that the Dutch league is lower in overall quality than the Premier League. You know, I'd like to hope that he can sort of pick himself back up and you know, I think his days with England are done, definitely. I don't think he's coming back on that front. We've got far better players than him, but certainly club level, I hope that, you know, he sort of finds his way for the rest of his career and does well. And let's be honest, Feyenoord aren't awful. So yeah, I mean, there's no. I don't know if they're in Europe this year. But yeah, it'd be nice for him to do well after. I mean, the fact that they made him train away from the first team and everything, just. Oh man, that's just absolute savagery. Yeah, I don't know who else really that Arsenal need. I mean, I suppose another out-and-out striker of a different style to Gyökeres and Havertz would be nice. I just don't want Julian Alvarez. Simply because he's Argentinian, and we know how they feel about us as well. So, you know, it's not me being xenophobic, not at all. It's the fact that it would literally be for the money. You know, he wouldn't be here. Oh my God, that's him. Lights on though. Bastard. I know it's not going to do anything, but just for my frustrations. Man. Bastard, I hate him. I hate him with a passion. Punish sightings 4. Well, that's now 5. We've got a 3 and 2 split on that. It would be, though, interesting to see if he does... Oh, he just drove straight up there. He didn't come back. Someone in 4, or I'd heard that he or read. It was either on the subreddit or Discord that he goes up and down. Damn. I'm gonna. I need some way to mark points in the stream so I can go back and get clips. Lights on though. Bastard. I know it's not going to do anything, but just for my frustrations. Man. Bastard, I hate him. I hate him with a passion. Punish sightings 4. Well, that's now 5. We've got a 3 and 2 split on that. There we go. Well, I've got that ready. I can create the clip for that after the stream. We're now not going to see him again for a very long time. Oh, I've got a phone call. Hold on. Who's this? Oh, it's my mother. Well, damn. Yeah, so mother has been referred. As she said in a message to me, the joys of getting older. She's so healthy though, and so fit. She goes to the gym 3 times a week. Life is a bastard. Right, so what are we... Yeah, we'll go... We'll get to the 2 till 4. And then... Oh, I suppose that doesn't really matter now, does it? Because I just had him spawn outside of that time. Oh, I can't believe I had to... Yeah. So... I think I might share the clip on Discord, on the subreddit, and just be like, for those that don't know what the police van looks like, if you haven't had it, this is what it looks like. Except you want it with the lights and sirens on. And I will sort of point out, I point out in the video, I'm sure people won't watch to that far because they'll just see it and go, huh, he's shooting at it when it's not got its lights on. Yeah, the internet will internet, basically. Oh, actually, we could get some hiking pants. Oh, I haven't got one of the belts, have I? Oh, he's really not bothered by my washing machine's just finished a load. I do have another load to put on, but I'll do that in a minute. It's not a massive rush. Yeah, and then this afternoon, I just need to do a load of tidying for tomorrow. Why? She was going to... So my mother was going to pick Finn up tomorrow to take him somewhere for some reason and then bring him back. I think she said she was going to take him to hers. But he hates being in a car. Like, he just, even with aircon on, he pants, he shakes, he gets real bad motion sickness. Yeah. I need to turn the washing machine off, otherwise it's going to keep beeping at me. Hi! Hey, cutie pie. I love you. Ooh, Snorri. Hi. Hello, Mr. Belly Rub Man. You like a new belly rub? You like a new belly rub? Are you sticking your tongue out? Maybe that is good. Right. Hi. Right. Sorry, I had to go give him some attention as well. He's been really clingy the past couple. Like normally he's not too bad, but he's been really clingy the past couple of days. Kind of been nice actually, because when he was sort of first over here, he was sort of very. I think because he was missing his owner, my ex. I think he was just sort of very like, where are they? But you know, like I say, he's been here before. He stayed here before. So it's not that he doesn't know me or my house. And it must be nice for him to have the quiet hill there. And another dog, a pug, who is possibly the most insanely crazy dog you'd ever meet. she barks at everything and anything. Although it's quite comical because she gets on better with other dogs than he does, but she doesn't really like people. Yeah, so they're complete opposites. My mother looked after her last year when my daughter went to Florida. And my mum was just like, yeah, never again. I can't. She's just constant energy and she just runs around like zoomies all the time, and yeah, she's sort of fairly insane in terms of as dogs go. Yeah. So annoyed about the Punisher. Yeah, so it's a case of, is it better to have him like that, or just not have him appear at all? Dunno. I suppose at least if he's not appearing, there's no... It's the hope that kills you. So I suppose tomorrow it's going to be quite awkward. If they're here for 8, I suppose I need to... His bed upstairs will need to go. I can leave his little one down here, though. That's fine. His tins of food... I suppose if I take them out the plastic wrap packaging, so it's just the tins, just one tin won't be bad. Yeah. I think the guy is under. Nice. Shut up. I wonder where he came from, because this door was closed. Unless he was just in the corridor already. Possibly. Yeah. Damn. Well, I suppose it had been quite a long time since I'd seen him, so I suppose at least I did see him. I'd have obviously just rather have been with his lighty lights on. Bastard. But that wasn't that a straight away? I mean, I know obviously they can take longer, but I'm sure I'm sure Punisher just spawns straight away. Can I find where it was on the stream? Where are we? Channel. $76.55. We will be able to. 76.55. Yes, so it's here. Highly competitive league as a Premier League in Holland and Netherlands. And it's not to discredit the Dutch, very much like the Netherlands. I don't think many people would argue the fact that the Dutch league is lower in overall quality than the Premier League. I'd like to hope that he can sort of pick himself back up and I think his days with England are done, definitely. I don't think he's coming back on that front. We've got far better players than him, but certainly club level, I hope that he sort of finds his way for the rest of his career and does well. And let's be honest, Feyenoord aren't awful. So right, yeah, here we go. There's no, I don't know if they're in Europe this year. But yeah, it'd be nice for him to do well after. I mean, the fact that they made him train away from. So I came out and went left. Picked up some loot. Man, that's just absolute savagery. Yeah, I don't know who else really that Arsenal need. I mean, I suppose another out-and-out striker of a different style to Gyökeres and Havertz would be nice. Oh, so it wasn't straight away. Just don't want Julian Alvarez. Simply because he's Argentinian and we know how they feel about us as well. So, it's not me being xenophobic, not at all. It's the fact that it would literally be for the money. He wouldn't be here. Oh my God, that's him. Yeah, it was about a minute. Lights on they. Bastard. I know it's not going to do anything, but just for my frustrations. Yeah, okay, so it was about a minute. Right. Okay, well that I suppose makes it feel a bit better, the fact that it's not. Well, no, I kind of would prefer it to be straight away, because then I can I'd have been able to just sort of go out and come back in, go out, come back in, but I can't lie. I need to start selling this 300. This 223. It's too much, and I've got so much food and drink. I'm tempted to go to apartments. Oh, that's the wrong screen. Sorry, I put that screen back that I was watching. Okay. Yeah, let's do an apps run. We'll stick this stuff back in here. And I don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that or that or that or that. I'll have some boots though. We'll have that for the sheer sake of having it, and the light. Yeah, we'll do a apartments run, but we'll literally just look for the military, the special crates. That's more than enough food and drink, I know, but I can drop it. So we'll take floof. We'll just take 3. We don't need a 4th. Mate, there we go. Right. Do we have? We should have space just to take that to the to outpost to leave with the gunsmith.
Ei, älä ammu!
Am I on? Yes, I am on Florto. I thought he was in there, but he's not. We also then don't. Right, he's. Is he up here? I don't know. No. He's down bottom floor, ground floor.
Ei kannata jää tulee makaamaan.
There we go. Perfect. Right. Let's a go. In the words of Gordon Ramsay. Interesting fact there, actually, thinking of that. Back in 2001, was it? What? Yeah, that was the first year of college. I actually did some cooking with him in London. With Mr. Ramsay. That was before he'd become like the big television-y person that he is these days. Yeah. It's when he did it for the love of the game, not the money. Which is, circling back round, why I wouldn't want Alvarez. I don't like Alvarez. I think potentially because he's ex Man City as well. Yeah, he's ex 115, so don't want him. Right, let us go. And remember, we're just going to be looking for the supply crates. We're not worried about any others. Which should mean it should be, hopefully, a fairly quick run. It shouldn't be too bad. We hope, anyway, at least. I've got to say, actually, with how much I'm carrying on my back, I couldn't run this far. It's what, like nearly 50 Ks I've got? 24. Oh, 24. Still, that's a lot. Having said that, I kind of want to lose like that amount of weight. If not, maybe. No, about that, yeah. Oh, good news. My toe seems to have stopped hurting. I noticed this morning or last night when I was out with Finn. I can't remember. It was one or t'other. Which is nice. Tango down, headshot. Right. We're minefield. We go right. I forgot where I was. Not the first time that's happened. Oh, the laser switch is off between maps, zones, areas. I think I knew that, but oh, what? Right. So we are just looking for supply crates. Nothing else. Literally nothing else. No. I started wondering whether I just heard the blades of a whirlybird. But alas, I did not. Quoth the raven. So I wonder how these... just thinking back to if I was to do the football stream, I wonder how people... Oh, that's a point. I forgot. I need to finish re-uploading a couple of those videos, I think, from earlier streams. Also very surprised that J-Dark hasn't come in and been like, COD Modern Warfare Alpha looks good. I think if they do that again, I'm just going to ban them. It's the only thing they've mentioned twice. and they literally just come in and say it and then go again. So I don't know why they followed me, in all honesty. It is a shame that it sort of, this week for some reason, I had a really good day Monday or Tuesday morning. And the rest of the week, it's just no one and nothing. It's just died a horrible death. It's like, have people burnt out on watching me try and get Punisher? Dunno. Clearly, it's a me thing and I'm not entertaining enough to keep the people about. I think that's what you can boil it down to. Because that's the sort of the only real variable. The game has stayed the same. Really looking for an MP7. Love an MP7. Right. Remember, we are just looking for these bad boys. Nice. Ooh, I haven't got an MP5 SD before. Nice. Okay. So what's that? Pen 1 damage 25. Pen 1 damage 25. Okay. Kind of curious to use it. I mean, I know it's the same as, you know, the one I've got, basically, but... Oh, what am I doing? But, yeah. Obviously, it's got an integrated suppressor, which is pretty cool. Like I said, it's the first one I've found. So now, I think, literally the only gun I am missing is Let MP7. Will the gods shine down on us today? Probably not, because we've already had an unsuccessful Punisher. Remove mag. There we go. I know it's on 51%. I won't use it for long. But I'm just curious, sort of on how it handles and everything, really. Thought someone was on that balcony. Right, fingers crossed again. We get at least one. We'll swap out for the black one. No reason. No reason at all. But this is what I need to do. I don't need to worry about food or drink or really, I suppose, anything except in... I don't need... Well, I don't know whether if a KP can spawn elsewhere. I think it probably can, because it is only classed as rare, isn't it? It's not a... Although, having said that, where did I get those these 62Ms from? Were they from... Obviously, I can't remember, but were they from supply crates? Or did I just find them just about here? I'd have thought they'd have been supply crates. Yeah, little guy. Do worry about him all the time. I suppose I can't help but worry because he's not mine. Having said that, you know, that's not to say I wouldn't worry if he was mine. But obviously, you know, if I had him every day, I would know him better. But, yeah, he's doing alright. Bless his little heart. Ooh. Tell that, I could always sell it. I think I've got quite a few of them now, haven't I? So... Right, one more, and we've had, what, one in this building? I think that's probably our luck, isn't it? Which sucks, but... Such is life. Do you know the way? Man, working for Game and Belong. It's nearly been as long. So I worked for them 2012 to the end of 2020. Yeah, and in Colchester was 17 to 20. Or end of 20. Start of like March time 17 to November 2020. I do miss it. Don't miss the travel. I certainly don't miss Phil. Cunt. There aren't many people in this world who, do you know, I had a feeling that was a guy. There aren't many people in the world who, if they were on fire and the only option to put them out was to piss on them, there aren't many people I wouldn't piss on. He is one of them. I would literally, I would probably find some more kindling to throw on him so he burnt more and quicker. And and there aren't many people in the world. Well, yeah, he was just an absolute disgrace of a human being. He made my life a living hell. Shit. And I will never forgive him for it. I think that's next door. Why was it not on full auto? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't, but certainly wouldn't set him on fire, or anyone, you know. But, yeah, I wouldn't. I suppose a more PC way to phrase that is I wouldn't be a good Samaritan to him. Yeah, he is someone that completely ruined my mental health. That's, yeah, still affects me today, very much so. I have no love for that man. Like, we had quite a lot in common. We both liked rock music, although bizarrely he very much enjoyed much heavier than I did. Well, I say I did. I do enjoy heavy, but I don't think I hit that guy, really. We both very much are cricket enjoyers. Obviously, we liked gaming because we both worked at a game shop. You know, we and I tried even saying this to him. You know, we had far more that sort of connected us than divided us. But yeah, he just always had to get his fucking foot and nose in everything. So he was basically, the way it worked was there was a game shop, so the company Game, and obviously it sold all gaming things. And connected to it was we used to call them arenas. It was sort of 12 PCs. All the PC stations also had Xbox Ones and PS4s. This was before the 5 came out. And then we had two 65 or 75 inch TVs on the wall, again with PS4s connected to them, and sofas. And I was manager of that, and he was manager of the store. But he very much in his head believed he was manager of both. So he wasn't, not at all. He had nothing to do with it. And I would get emails and comms from my regional manager of the arenas, telling us, do this, do that and stuff. I'd sort of do that and do this. And then fucking Phil the cunt would be like, oh no, you've got to do this and you've got to do that. Which, and I'm like, well, no, that's not what I've been told. Person X has told me to do this. So he'd then get on to Person X, and Person X would just relent because they didn't want to have to sort of deal with his nagging and shit as well. And wouldn't really back me up. Sometimes he would, depending on the things. And some of the times he would just go to me, look, if I tell you to do something and Baldy McBaldface turns around and tells you to do something different, just do that. It's fine. Just let me know. Just message me and let me know, so I know. But just sort of do it to appease him, basically. And I think what was worse was I went to, or all of the managers of the gaming arenas in 2017. There was, I don't know, 10, 12 maybe by that point. Went to Insomnia Gaming Festival, where we worked the weekend while the festival was on, and then we went to the managers conference afterwards, which happened once a year, every year. And we'd get it was basically sort of a one day of sitting there listening to presentations about new games and things. It was basically like a private E3 where we found out things before they were sort of announced at E3 kind of thing. Even sort of things further ahead and stuff. We had NDAs and whatever. And he didn't like the fact that I also then got invited to that. He didn't like the fact that I got a free PlayStation 4 Pro. He didn't like the fact that I got the games free as well, and all this stuff. He just resented that I got the same as him. And he used to kept saying to me, and he didn't do it, but he used to kept saying to me, oh, don't forget, if there's any games that you don't, you wouldn't want or you wouldn't play, don't forget to give them to your staff. Like, I mean, I gave FIFA to my deputy anyway because I didn't play it and he did. But pretty much all the others, I was like, no, I would play these. And he's like, oh, have you ever played? I'm like, yes. Like, I have played Red Dead Redemption, or Red Dead Redemption, because we got Red Dead Redemption 2. I've played Red Dead Redemption. I've played Undead Nightmare. I 100%ed Undead Nightmare, and I got very close to doing Red Dead. Spider-Man, he was like, oh, you're not a fan of Spider-Man. I was like, well, I worked at the cinema when the 3 Tobey Maguire films came out, and alright, I wasn't a massive fan of them, comparing them to the 90s cartoon, which I was a massive fan of, because this is different. And he's like, oh, so you do know Spider-Man? I'm like, yes. He's like, oh, so you're going to keep that one? Yes, I'm going to keep that one. And yeah, he just... I still remember as well, he turned up in the most grotesquely obscene short shorts ever. And he wasn't an attractive man. He was, he was so hairy. Everywhere apart from his head. So yeah, that guy, just no love for that guy at all. And I still remember coming back, from the gaming festival, and like I had some updates and things and emails and stuff, and I'm sort of reading through them in the arena because I have to work it as well. And then he comes in and just starts absolutely unloading on me, and I just basically, when he went, collapsed, sat on the floor, and just cried. His deputy came in and was like, "Oh, Ian, are you all right?" I'm just like, "No, I can't be here. I just feels he's just broken me." And I was off for like 4 or 5 months, and when I went back, he'd been told, and this just made things worse, really. He'd been told that he wasn't allowed to talk to me. So even if I tried to sort of extend pleasantries sort of in the morning and say hello, I'd get nothing back. And it just made it even more hostile, and it made it more awkward for other people as well. And when going back to the event in 2017, when turned up there, the arena managers, we were very much touted as the future of the company, and eventually the game stores would be propped up by the arenas because they'd make so much money and stuff and all this. And spoiler alert, they're all closed, all of them. It didn't work out. It was awful, poor managing. The PA to the CEO of the company walks up to me. At this point I had no idea who he was, but he walks up to me and he goes, "You're Ian, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I know all about you and Phil and Colchester." So it had got all the way up to the CEO about how I was being treated and stuff, but because Baldy McBaldface he wasn't a good seller, but he would micromanage his staff into being sellers, like massively so, to the point of where he was very what's the word called, inappropriate with a Christmas temp, and I don't think he knew I was upstairs in the stockroom as well, or I think I was in the office or something at the time, and he made her cry. She went into the staff room, and I was like, "I know if you want to report that, I will quite happily back you up. I heard everything there, and it was completely not right. It was inappropriate, and I will back you up. And you can do it anonymously, or just sort of say." And she was like, "I'm a Christmas temp. I'm just not going to come back," and she didn't. And he was like, "Oh, isn't she coming?" Because she was meant to turn up one shift, and obviously she didn't. And I sort of heard this, and I was like, "Oh, I'll call her." And he was like, "Oh, well, she'll store stuff." And I was like, It's fine. I'll call her." I was fairly quiet in the arena that day, and I did, but more so to actually check on her to make sure she was all right. And I was like, "Look, I know you said you weren't coming back and stuff. I didn't realise that, I didn't know if sort of it was just how you were feeling at the time kind of thing or whatever. But, if you're not, just let me know." She was like, "No, I'm never going to set foot in there again whilst he's there." And I was like, don't blame you. That's absolutely fine. I'll sort of get everything sorted. And I turned around to him and I just went, yep. I was upstairs. I heard what you said to her and how you were, and that's why she's not coming back. And he sort of looked at me and he was like, oh, well, she should have known it was a joke. And I'm like, no, you can't. And I really wish she had said something, because I would have loved him to get into trouble for it. And not, well, I suppose that's maybe me being a bit vindictive because of what he did to me, but, you know, and it wasn't just her that he did it to, but because he was intimidating, no one would ever do anything about it. And even, you know, as proven by my case, and the fact that nothing was done because of how he forced the team into sales and got the figures and results that head office wanted. You know, it's like, well, why would we remove him when he's making, or you know, his store and his team are making this much money for us? And that's obviously what it all ultimately boiled down to. But yeah, no love lost for that guy at all. No love lost. You know, I'm sure he's probably not keen on me either. He's probably not a fan of me. Couldn't care less. Really couldn't care less. We've only got like 10 minutes. I suppose we'll just bug out now and go back, because I don't want to miss it. We might as well finish this building. Yeah, so this afternoon, just washing up to do, put more washing out, put another load in the machine. Ooh. Just sort of tidying up. I've got some rubbish I need to take out. Yeah, and then I think this evening is when I'll just tidy upstairs. It's not too bad, to be honest, upstairs. Yeah. Right, one more. Oh, no, I'm going that way, aren't I? Love an MP7. Oh, I'd love some more SVD mags, actually, as well. Did I not close that door? Clearly not. Thought I did. Yeah, so I don't know how I've ended up on this rant about this guy, but yeah. Okay. Actually, we might be able to do... Oh, I need to check what cat's on. Oh, we only done two... Oh, this is the third... We might not have time. I thought this was the last building in the square, but it's not. 30. I know what we'll do. We'll place cat down. Just check in here. We'll feed cat. Come on. Come on. Thank you, Lefloof. And then we'll check the rest of the building and grab cat on the way down once she's eaten. Genius. Now. Is that table? I'm sure there's not normally a table there. Oh, I could have jumped balcony, I reckon. Oh well. I need to get Lefloof back, don't I? Okay. Wonderful. That worked out well. Yeah, so we'll, don't know, I think this call's half an hour. Normally, oh, I can't remember how, so it's a therapy session. And I convinced last time it was done on their app. I don't even remember how it was done last time, in all honesty. I haven't got an AK-12. I often think I would like to have one, but I mean, they're fairly common weapons, so I can sort of pick one up off someone or something. Is that? No. I did hear someone. Well, I suppose if need be, when I'm on the call, I can always just pause it. I'll end the stream, obviously. I'm gonna stream one side of a therapy session. As long as it's nothing like Dr. K, then I'll be fine. No. Niente. Fuck. This might be it. Fuck me. He was so accurate. I couldn't aim on him. Couldn't. He was hitting me so much I couldn't. It was too much. The flinching was insane. Cop could mix the flinching in with the sway from the scope as well. That was an absolute nightmare. Oh, I only needed one more bullet to be dead as well. Gotta say, I thought that was going to be it. I thought that was going to be the end of this run. Oh, right. We've got this and one more. So two more. Could do some more meds, really, but I just want to be checking. Oh, another M4. Ooh, tell that, that's another 308 mag. It had a few rounds in it, which would be nice. Oh, yes. Oh, another grenade. There. That'll do. Oh, was there? There wasn't. No, I was gonna say there wasn't any more health in there. I mean, I'm 96, so it's not so bad. Cough sweets would have been nice, because obviously that'll just top up. Go on. Oh. I don't actually think he had any. Did he? I don't think he ate any of his breakfast this morning. I think once I've, I need to tidy up all my food chopping away as well. Once I've done that, I'll cook his salmon, sweet potato and broccoli, and then he'll be a happy boy again. Ooh. Oh, it's a 3+. Yeah, it's a level 4. Nice. Nice. That's a nice random floor find. Didn't know you could find them on the floor here, in all honesty. I thought they were purchase or supply crate only. Are we going this way? I think we are, aren't we? Yeah. Nice. Well, this will... sped things up a bit. You know, I still sometimes forget that I'm actually in a house. I thought there was someone going up some stairs above me. Which, actually, wouldn't have worked anyway, because when I did live in my flat, I was on the top floor. Had I have owned that flat, I'd have wanted to convert the attic into a bedroom. I'd have turned the bedroom into like a lounge, because the lounge I'd have had as the dining room, because that was just off the kitchen. Yeah, because it would have been quite a large lounge actually. I was so stupid. My bedroom was huge. It was bigger than my old lounge, which I used as a lounge diner. I did often contemplate swapping them around, but I just felt it being a bit weird having the kitchen off my bedroom. Oh, I think I don't actually need that magazine, but we will take it, and it's got 308 in it as well, which is nice, and that one has, so we'll just fill up that mag. Okay. What we doing? 2 minutes past. We're nearly at the end of this building as well. We might be able to get back to the tent. It's tenting time. Don't like looting at day because they can see you from a long distance, as proven by that gunfight where I just nearly died. Oh, there was some stuff on the floor there. What was that? Ammo, magazine. We'll take the ammo if there's space. I don't know what happens when your mental goes really low. I don't really ever think I've had that happen. Mental decreases with a nice. Oh, anyways, mental increases with confidence. Yeah, I still don't know though what. I think these are all 5 and 10s for mentals. Yeah, let's have one of those and it's the meatballs 5, yeah. What's tomatoes? They're 5. Peas are 5. They're 10. Okay. I'll have a couple of them. Yeah, cool. 78. Okay, so we're back in the green for that. Wonderfully wonderful. Do you know, I'm still tempted to stream Battlefield later. No, I need to do tidying up first. If there is time, we can stream. But I really need to tidy up. That is the important thing. Stick another load in the washing machine and tidy up. We can play after. Oh dear. Little Finn did get me worried last night. It's weird as well because whenever I've had therapy sessions before, I've always gone into them and sort of even vaguely known what I want to talk about. I just don't today, which is why I kind of feel like I just don't want to do it. I need to, and I do very much enjoy, and I'm sure once it starts I'll find something. But yeah, I just don't really know for the now what to chit chat about. Oh, it's wrong side. Ooh. Nothing. We'll take that ammo though, we might as well. I really wish they had better things in. The supply crates, some of them just filled with crap. I have waited like a month almost for this appointment, for this therapy, so yeah, I can't And that was it. Just like that. I wonder which floor you could, in theory, jump from, like from the balcony, and not get hurt. Yeah, we should be able to get back. Right to the left, isn't it, here? Oh, yeah, very tired. Oh. Right. Did I hear? Don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Is that? No. I thought I heard Punisher. Pick it up. Oh. Screw that. That takes up a lot of spaces. I suppose because it has a stock and a suppressor. Which is fair enough. So I'd imagine the standard M5 without the integrated suppressor, but the stock is one less. And I imagine that the MP5K, which stock is missing the stock and a barrel. Well, suppressor, it's obviously got barrel. Yeah. Might have a button to turn fin cam on and off. Because that kind of looks like him, like kind of curled up. I'm pleased that, unlike State of Decay, it wouldn't work really so much with this because of how the game is. Because obviously on State of Decay, each map, having said that again, the maps are larger and stuff, but things don't respawn. Yeah. I'm pleased that it's sort of not a mechanic like that. Oh, my mental's gone up nicely. Okay. Right, let's go back. Have I got... I haven't really got anything I want to sell. I want to keep most of this stuff, so... We'll just go round up to 10. So, what can we get here? We can get... I think pretty much anything. I don't think the attack chopper's here. I think that's only minefield on upwards. The BTR obviously is. Yeah, I think everything else can spawn here. But having said that, I think I've only ever had the BTR twice, maybe 3 times here. And I've had Punisher once or twice. I know I've had him here with the lights on. Yeah. Right, I'm going to start to wrap up there. Just so when I get to the 10, I can sort of log out straight away, because it's getting close to that time, and I just want to grab a drink and toilet before I jump on the call. So yes, thank you very much to everyone this morning. It's been a mixed bag this morning. We obviously, at least we've seen Punisher, so we know he's still about. I did start to wonder whether he just buggered off. He got bored. And obviously a jet flyover as well. And we got the MP5 SD as well, which is nice. So yeah. So I will be back hopefully later on. Sort of, I suppose, depends on how well my tidying and cleaning and stuff goes. But like I say, I don't really need to do that much. So yeah, hopefully I will see you all later. Let us see if there is someone else streaming Lvostok. Where are we? Categories, Vostok. Oh, there is. There's me and one other person. I'm so going to die to some Russians. I mean, I haven't actually got anyone, so I'm just going to end things there. But thank you very much, everyone.
Tervetuloa